Hey guys, this is Mr. Cam 708. I just tried to do a recording, then I realized the camera was off, like almost, or not off, but like off a pace the entire time. So I'm just gonna redo the whole thing and try and keep it this angle. Um, I want to start off. It's just my very first and so far my only custom made map here for Yu-Gi-Oh. So I want to go over my deck loadout. A cheap a really good cheap Fabled deck. Um, really just goes off. But the first five cards are not Fables. They're the extra cards that are kind of wanted for the deck. So there's gonna be a few shocking cards in here, or amount of cards. Okay, let's start it off. Three Brow or Bro, however you want to call them. Huntsman of Dark World. Just, I would really recommend these cards in trip form. The discarding for the hand power. Speaking of hand power, one morphing jar. You can only have one, otherwise it'd be entirely too broken for a deck like this. And then Sangan for a Rhoda, and you can only have one. So I only have one in here. Um, Ganesha, Ganesha for the discard summon awesome power of destruction. Right there. And then one Kushano. Some don't even run Kushano, but I find him a little good for the summoning discard combo. Really good in times of needing him. And then, yeah, told you. I mean, this card's really not expensive, but I just don't have the money to go out buying them and trading with them. So I got a Lori, only one. When he's discarded, he's summoned. He's a level one, so it's really good for those synchro summoning things up there. There's the camera trying to drift off again. Here's one Grimro. Yep, you guys are all laughing right now. One Grimro just for another Rhoda. I really don't have the money to go out buying Grimros. That's just ridiculous. Um, Three Catsif. Why run three of these buggers? Well, they're possible for synchro summoning with. I like to use them to blow up the field. I blow up these things faster than terrorists could bomb a Walmart. Um, Three Naozuchis for summoning combos. Um, and then three Chihuahuas as well. That's all for my monster loadout. Notice the lack of Raymonds and Cerebral and more Ganesha and more Grimro. Just don't have the money for it. So again, this is a really cheap way to run the deck, but it is really effective. Um, let's start off with the trap cards. The trap cards. Release the trap cards. With that Catsith combo, three Regaiki break. So, where is Kate Sith? So combo with this, you don't have to, or if you're running this, I usually don't even have to, but Regaiki break, destroy face down, discard Catsith with the cost, and then destroy their face up card they have. So this is just extreme blowing up of a field. It's ridiculous. Just simply ridiculous. Um, then I have to refill the field. I have Call of the Haunted. It's really good for those summoning times you need. I run two of them. Um, bottom. I only run one bottomless, just because I like to keep the deck at a low number. So I run one bottomless, summon out like Trish or whatever, destroy it instantly and remove it. Trish happens to me a lot at the tournaments I go to. Sakuretsu Armor. I guess you can consider it an attack card. I run it. I like to use it, so as soon as they attack, it's instant destroy. Destruction at its highest ability. Um, and Mirror Force staple, and Dark Bribe is turning into a staple, but I only have one. I'm pretty sure you can only have one. It'd be crazy if you could have more. Yeah. Um, Running into spells. Foolish Burial for Kushano. If you're running Sulkius, which I used to, uh, Foolish Burial in the beginning of a game, Sulkius, discard, summon, trip summon, or quad summon on the very first turn. Pot of Duality and Pot of Avarice for hand. Um, of course, Pot of Avarice is a later in the game type thing, but these cards are really good for holding the hand power, which you really need for Fables. Um, Dark World Dealings for the discard, for the draw and the discard summon out cards, and discard pop cards. It's whatever type of discard combo you got with you. Dark World Dealings is there. Um, Now I have a few staples: Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm, Book of Moon, and with this deck, the optional Dark Hole. I run it because I really don't have any other spell card that I'd want to run with it, but Dark Hole is obviously a maybe a side if you have a better card to run. And then 3 Gates of Dark World. Banish, of course, but then again, there's also the discard and then draw. Works with Krishano. In fact, if Krishano's already in your grave at the time of first activating this, you got yourself a loop. A constant loop. Great to run. Yep, that's my deck. I think it's like 40 cards actually. Exactly 40 cards. Um, Now let's run with my um side deck. No, yeah, side deck. I run a Leviathan Dragon. I really don't know why I run it with this deck. I rarely ever pull it out. There's not really. In fact, I should probably take it out now. I used to have level 3s. There's like no level 3s in this remake, so I'm definitely taking Leviathan out. Leviathan Dragon, that is. I'm running 3, count them, 3 Fabled Kadabi. If you have no cards in your hand, he can only be bounced or removed. And since Bottomless Trap Hole has to destroy and then remove, Bottomless Trap Hole does not work with these 3 cards. It's just simply amazing. Amazing card. Not a lot of Fabled decks even run it, and they're really cheap and easy to come across. I run 2 Unicorn. Have not used him at all because I usually run empty hand, but he is there just in case. Yeah. I run 2 Stygian Surgeons for level 5s if you're going up against someone who usually likes to stall and play defense or whatever. Really good card to just destroy their defenses. Level 5. This is one of the more expensive cards, and it took me a long time to get him. 3 Reagan. 3 Reagan. Instant hand refill, basically. 2 cards. That's all you're going to need with him out unless you get a lot of dead draws. 1 Stardust. Just because I don't have Valkyrus, which is a level 8, to refill Stardust area. Or to replace Stardust. So I run a Stardust Dragon. And then 1 Fabled Leviathan. 1 Fabled Leviathan. When he's destroyed anyway, you get 3 Fables from graveyard to hand. Just ultimate power. So yep, that is my Fabled deck. If you guys have any recommendations or whatever, of course, that I haven't already mentioned in this episode, or not episode, sorry, in this showing, please just let me know in the comments below. Also, one more thing I want to show off is something I made of my own. You know those old Yu-Gi-Oh cards that no one really plays with anymore because they have no effects, it's just the yellow cards? Well, I took a bunch of those yellow cards, taped them together with crafts of my own abilities, and I made a deck box out of a bunch of old yellow cards and tape. Definitely tape. Because I don't have glue, otherwise I would have used glue. So yep, it just opens, closes, holds cards in perfectly fine, no problem. No problemo. It's just awesome. Arts and crafts, kids. You're learning. Elementary school right there. Yep. Pretty easy to make, actually. This takes maybe like 10 minutes at the most. Alright, well, this is Mr. Cam 708 signing off from this little Fabled deck. You guys have a nice day. Bye.